Peace and blessings, everybody. What's up? I hope you're doing great and you're having a wonderful and a productive day. My name is Tyrone if you're new to this channel. Now, guys, I just came in from work and I decided to share this video with you. Right? It's not going to be very long, but it's going to be a little breakdown of how God brought me through college and university. So if you are in college and going through university, this video is for you. If you're not going through college or university, you can still take the testimony and add it to your own life experience, right? Now, I started university in the year 2014. Now, in the year 2014, guys, I wasn't a believer in God. I didn't believe anything, right? And I went to university, living that life, going through and all of that, right? Then, somehow I end up meeting some believers, radical people me I tell you about, and they started to encourage me and, you know, tell me little. Them time them hear long and thing and me I go and do my thing same way. And they always tell me about Christ and God. But I never did believe it. I never believed. Right? And then going on, little by little, I start to go to church little by little. But 2014, I still never believe. And then 2015 now, I was heading into, I think, the second semester of first year, right, of university. And then I started to observe more of the Bible, read more in the Bible, and started to pray more, started to attend church. And then God have a plan for all of you people. May I tell you the truth, you know. And these people are always praying for me, and then they're always praying for me, right? Moving forward, I started to go more to church. And the guys that I used to walk with at university started to say something different about me. Something different, something changed about the youth. Yeah. They even wonder if I'm the same person who used to come to the same college, because I look completely different, right? And I tell you people, God is a good God, you know. I was suffering through university. I took student loan because my family was poor. They couldn't afford to send me there. I got little scholarships here and then, but it was very hard. I never had it. And I used to travel miles back and forth. I never get to board on campus, right? Like the other kids have somebody in Kingston. So I used to travel from Mandeville to Kingston every day, from into the second part of first year, further up to second and third year, right? Now, I got an encounter with the Lord God Almighty in that same year of 2015, when everything changed about me. And the Lord came in, baptized, and everything, and going on, right? Now, that is when everything just started to even turn even harder. It started to get harder because of faith you have to try to develop. And I was suffering, people. I mean, I have it hard, right? Like one pair of shoes, you have a one bag, a one pants, a one shirt. And God was on my side. I know that for sure, because I knew His favor was upon me. And going through university, the first year was my test. Second year was my test. And God always show up for me in such a way that He sent people to help me. Like every week, I don't know where the money come from, but there's always somebody who show up and bless me and say, the Lord say I must bless you. You understand? And I got money to pay my fare to go to school. Sometimes I don't have any lunch, but I hold it out like a soldier. You know what I mean? And then moving forward into third year, second to third year, guys, in university, that was one of the most trying times. And it was that time when God really began to reveal miracles and wonders and favor to me as His servant and His son. I brought the courses to God, guys. So, this leads me to my points. I've been talking and sharing a little, right? Number one, let God lead the way for you. How you let God lead the way is to have faith. So if you're going to university now and struggling, try to put your faith in the unknown. We have never seen God, but we know there's a God. Put your faith in the unknown. And when you get the courses, for example, you get the course outline. This is what I used to do, right? So otherwise, number one, you put your faith in God. Number two, when you get the course outline, God, people, when you get the course outline, right, you want to bring it to God in prayer. Ask God to open your understanding, because He's the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the all-known and powerful God. Subject, man have to subject unto God. Every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess. You understand? So bring your course outline to God. That's number two. Bring it to God. Pray to Him and ask Him to reveal it to you. Number three, declare over yourself. Prophesy over yourself. Speak affirmations over yourself. Tell yourself that you can. Tell yourself that you will make it true, because God is your strength. So number three, you have to affirm yourself. You have to tell yourself that you are favored, you are blessed, even when it's hard. Number four, take some time to cry. Crying is not evil. Crying is not bad. Cry. You have to cry sometimes. Take away yourself and cry before God when it gets hard. Because there are times when you're overwhelmed in your studies. When you're going to college or university, it can be very overwhelming. You understand? When you're under pressure from the lecturers and the pressure to do everything, and you feel like your head is going to open and explode. Lay down and lock yourself and cry and read the word. Crying means not going into a tantrum, but shed your tears before God, because tears is a language that the Lord understands, and it helps to flow or open the tributaries in us, because we have struggles, you understand? So that is number four. Number five, ask for assistance from people who are believers and even people who are non-believers. Do not separate yourself and say, oh, because I'm a Christian, I not talk to non-believer. Listen me, non-believers are people who believe in a God like how we do. They are some of the ones who favored me. I mean, I have people who are atheists who paid off my tuition. People who don't believe nothing when me believe. They paid off auxiliary fees for me. I remember one time, I was praying and crying, and the Lord told me to go to this gentleman at school and said, thus said the Lord God, this is what God is asking you to do for me. This man don't believe it and nothing where me believe it in. But the authority and the power that God has given me and the unction, I said it in faith. So you have to be around people sometimes who are not believers and are people who are believers. Because at the end of the day, the very phone that we use and the laptops that we use are people who don't believe still make it. So you have to be wise about that. You understand? So you have to associate yourself and get full knowledge from these people, because I'm still have information for what you want. So don't lock yourself as a child of God and saying you're not going to do it. So sometimes you have to meditate that way. Read Daniel. The book of Daniel tell you about Nebuchadnezzar, tell you about Belshazzar. Daniel got favored in Babylon. Daniel become a general in Babylon, and in Babylon didn't believe in the God of Israel. So you have to understand how God can work. So that's number 5. I'm going to leave you with number 6. Be consistent in understanding the word and applying it to your life. University and colleges are just steps that you have to take. So I had to go through that stages, go through that step, and this is a short portion of my testimony, because this video will not be long. So I'm just leaving this as an encouragement to you. You're going through your studies or going through work or going through whatever. Try these strategies. Prophesy over yourself. Have faith. Believe in God even when the time is hard. You understand? Associate yourself with people who can have like mind and help you go to where you want to go. Affirm yourself. Tell yourself that you can do it. Let yourself know that, you know what? The Lord thy God said this about me, so I am going to do this. You understand me? And pray and have faith and push forward. So this is a message to you guys and some tips for people who are studying and how God has brought me through university. You understand? Because I push a foot and God helped me push another foot. So you have to push a foot and let God help you push another foot. So this is my testimony, guys. I hope you have a blessed day. Hope you have a wonderful day. Stay safe, lock in, do all of the good things, meditate and be blessed. Type in the comment, let me know your testimonies of how God has helped you, or God helped somebody who you know, God have favored you. And please subscribe, hit that notification bell, like this video, share this video to somebody who is going to university or going through university, so they can hear a testimony from me. I've got my degree and I've got all of the subjects that I needed to go through this world, so you can do it too. Alright? Be blessed, stay safe, and one love.